Joe Piscopo is next on AM970. The Answer.
Jersey Joe on the radio across these fine United States of America on AM970theanswer.com. Love you for listening and around the world. But we're live and local right in New York, a block away from the Freedom Tower. And proud to bring to the airwaves Rob O'Neill, Navy SEAL, Fox News contributor, New York Times bestselling author of this book, The Operator Firing the Shots That Killed Osama bin Laden in My Years as a SEAL Team Warrior. Rob, welcome back to the show, my friend. How are you?
I'm well, Joe. Thanks for having me. How are you today?
Good, man. So, rumor has it, if I may, and stop me if I'm going, you got married? You got married.
Yeah, it's been a busy couple of weeks. We got married up in Cape Cod, had some good friends there, had an awesome honeymoon. My wife's hilarious. We've been doing a lot of traveling with dinner at the White House last week with President Trump.
Wow.
It's been all over the place, up in all over the East Coast, and giving a couple talks here and there, and doing a couple interviews. Busy times.
We were great. How long did I meet your wife when you were at the Brent Bozell, the Media Research Center?
No.
We went and forgive me, and Rob is just in a silly mood this morning. So and you're a hero, Rob. But really, did you? Is that a pickup line that we were talking about? Hey,
we talked about that last time.
I know but really, did you do this for the wife, or was this?
No, I met her at a convention several years ago. She was hosting the convention, and she didn't even want to hire me. Her boss made her. So she didn't care who I was. She didn't know who I was.
Wait.
So it took a lot of time just to even get her to go on a first date, but it worked out pretty well.
That's great. And then one of my exes was up there where you were getting married. Listen to me, only me. And she goes, "Well, was it? Is that Rob O'Neill?" Because it was very secret. You had a lot of security around everything. And I said, "Rob O'Neill." She goes, "Yeah, Rob O'Neill." I said, go up to him, but be careful because he's got a lot of security around. And just say Joe says hi. So this gal, she came up to you. She goes, "Oh, what a nice guy." I said, "Yes, I know."
That's so funny. That's impressive. No, we had a beach wedding and people tried to get on, and we had a lot of armed security, and
yes.
like 10 Navy SEALs were there.
Wow.
We felt safe.
Wow.
But
yeah.
It was a great time. Great place to get married.
Well, listen, you're a great guy. You're an awesome American, and congratulations. And
thank you.
Wishing you all the best. Hey, Rob, tell us about this American-Canadian couple that was rescued from the Taliban. There's something strange about all this, no?
That's a weird story because they were, well, first of all, this guy, they have ties to people at Guantanamo Bay. He decides to take his pregnant wife hiking on the Pak-Afghan border 5 or 6 years ago. First of all, if you're going to go hiking, we got great mountains out west in the United States. You can go hiking here. There's no reason to go there. And whoever his travel agent is advised him to go near Pakistan, Afghanistan. There's something weird there. But then they were taken obviously into custody, and there's a group called the Haqqani Network who are Taliban, but they're criminals, a crime family type thing, and they're really brutal. And they picked them up and they kept them for 5 years. And I guess the report is the woman gave birth and they killed their infant daughter. But for some reason, they're there for 5 years and they have like 4 more kids in captivity.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. It's a bizarre story. And then there's apparently, they were moved, I guess, to 3 different spots and they got a little bit better here and there. But then they put the wife, the husband, and the 4 kids in the trunk and they're driving away and a drone's following them. And then there's a shootout with the Pakistanis. And they say the Pakistanis shot out the tires. I just think the Pakistanis are such horrible shots. They hit the tires. And, something, but the sideways, because the guy doesn't want to come back to the States and they eventually get to Canada. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming out about this, but it's fresh. And we weren't hearing a lot about these guys, these two captives until recently. So it's going to be interesting what happens.
Yeah, and how would you compare the level of cooperation we got from the Pakistani government to the cooperation we got in the search for bin Laden?
Well, it's interesting because for some of the stuff, when we deal with the Pak military and it's in their interest, they'll help us out. Like we caught Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, who was the mastermind of 9/11, because of some of the help from the Pakistani intelligence and the Pakistan military, and they did a raid, and got him there, so they helped. But I know that the intelligence services in Pakistan knew where bin Laden was, but their interest was more in keeping him hidden so Al-Qaeda wouldn't hit them. So, it's like a lot of our quote-unquote allies.
Yeah.
If it's more in their interest, they're going to do what's good for them. They don't really care about us because they know that, we love to be nice, and we'll keep paying you regardless because we normally have people in charge that really don't like to stand up to people. That's changing, though.
Every time we chat, Rob O'Neill, Navy SEAL, American hero, you got to check out this book, The Operator, took out bin Laden. And I got so many questions, and if you'd be so kind to stay with us. But I always find myself, Rob, when we chat, man, I have such immense respect how you focus, because you seem like such a down-to-earth regular guy, and you really are, and you're just like a regular, true, great American guy. So a kid, you're a young, really young guy. How do you go into a mindset when you're in there and it's dark and you're going up the stairs and you have in your mind what bin Laden looks like? And forgive me for leaning on this, but I'm the son of a hero from the Second World War who told me about battle, and you were right there in the middle of it, and you heard the chopper go down. And how do you maintain your focus and stay within the moment, Rob O'Neill?
Well, I was able personally to do it just because of the guys to my left and right. I'm with a team that I'd worked with, most of these guys, over 400 combat missions, and we've done missions, where it got pretty hairy. But just because of the guys there, and you know that you only need to worry about like the 45% that you're looking at because someone else is covering your back, and that something bad could happen, but you're there with your team, your brothers. And you've been through so much before. And even on the bin Laden raid, we expected to die, but we were willing to do it together to get the guy that financed, that was in charge of of 9/11. And that's all it is. I mean, the guys in front of me, I remember watching them just thinking how cool they are and how proud I was.
Wow.
Even going up the stairs, I'm sure they were brave. I wasn't brave. It was just more of a let's get it over with.
I know, but you're going one step. Then I would trip. Lady, I'd be like Jerry Lewis. Piscopo, sorry, drop my gun. I mean, God bless you, man. I'll tell you, absolute awe, Rob, absolute awe. But back to the questions. You're very patient with me, Rob. I love you, man. Hold on.
No, it's fun talking.
Listen, we're seeing some reports out of Afghanistan today. A suicide bomb attack on an Afghan police station left 12 dead, more than 60 injured. I mean, this is the longest war in American history. Why is it still such a mess, do you think, Rob?
Because we decided we were going to try to build a nation and democracy for people who don't want it.
Yeah.
We decided we're going to go in and freeze. This thing should have ended in 2005, where we just pull out. And even right now, we need to keep a couple of key places there where we can still hit places in point targets in Pakistan. And there's a place up there, Bagram Airfield, where you can almost keep it like a land aircraft carrier type place where you have air assets there and some ground assets. And if the Taliban and Al Qaeda regroup somewhere, you bomb them for a few days, you go back to. But we don't need to have people driving around there because at some point it doesn't matter what your intentions are. If you're there long enough, you're an occupier, and it's going to be easy for them to. And we've been training these guys for 16 years. If you can't teach someone how to fight in 16 years, it might be on them at this point. And the Afghans have never won a war really on their own land. Yeah. So there's a lot of. We need to be realistic about what's going on, and nation building is not going to happen in a lot of these parts of the world. We've seen it. We've seen it in Iraq. We see it in Afghanistan. And we need to learn from it, and it's not on us. I don't think the Taliban's a problem to us unless we're in Afghanistan. I don't think they're going to hit us on the mainland. They don't have the assets. I mean, Al Qaeda's a different thing, but Al Qaeda's moving. Al Qaeda's in Yemen. Al Qaeda's in Somalia. Al Qaeda's in Syria.
And you're there, and you know all this better than anybody, Rob O'Neill. So you're sitting with the president, and you have the honor of sitting with the president of the United States, and you're having dinner. Do you get into any of this detail that we're talking about here?
It was a great dinner, and it is fun to sit there and talk back and forth. And I'm not trying to advise him on policy.
Sure,
I'll give him my 2 cents. He's got generals and admirals in there that they're still in the know, still read in, and he's definitely trying to do the right thing and get the right information to the right people. He's doing a great job delegating. He's put the right people in the right spots. It is interesting to hear from the president, though, and it's always funny to hear the president say, okay, this next thing is semi off the record. And you'll hear PR people going, completely off the record.
That is, for real? That's great. That's great.
We had a great. It's just, it's me and my wife. I went with my friend Pete Hegseth from Fox News.
Pete's great. Yeah, sure.
His new girlfriend. So we had a really good time.
This is great. Rob, before we let you go, we always appreciate your valuable time, sir. The NFL taking a knee, how outraged does that make you?
You know what? I'm not outraged because I understand. I've never dealt with the issues that they're bringing up, so I don't know how they were raised. Yeah. But I've talked to some of the players and said, look, it is insulting that you're kneeling, and just because people say, the players are saying that you're not you're not insulting the vets, it doesn't mean you're not. You are insulting a lot of vets. And if you would just do it, I mean, look, the issue's been raised. Everyone in the country that has access to a phone knows this. All you need to do is protest before or after. Just don't do it during the national anthem. And if you need to sit there and explain what you're protesting, maybe you're doing the protest wrong.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of ambiguity out there. And the problem, I think, right now is because this has turned into not a social justice thing. This has turned into an anti-President Trump thing.
Yeah.
That's where, and then a lot of players aren't going to stand because they just hate President Trump. But that's where they are right now. It's just too bad.
And
the flag is so much more than that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Rob. But talking to the president, I mean, I've known him peripherally for 30+ years. Good guy, down to earth guy, and you feel comfortable with Donald Trump as president of the United States. Yes.
Oh, certainly, I do, and I think he's definitely trying to do the right thing. A lot of people hate him because he's more pro-America than global citizenship, which I think is the right way to go.
Good point. Yeah.
And all he wants to do is protect all Americans, but. A lot of times he's a realist, and in this politically correct world, if you start speaking a lot of truth, people are going to be offended. And just because you're offended by the truth doesn't mean it's not the truth.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just, and a lot of people on the left, regardless, they're just not going to like the Republican president. Nobody called President Trump, misogynist or a sexist or a racist until he ran as a Republican president. Then the gloves are off, and they go to their old tactics of, well, we won't debate. We'll just start name calling.
Yeah, Rob, man, I tell you what, you're welcome in the studio anytime. We love you. We appreciate all that you've done, and thank you for your service to the United States of America, Rob. And please come back soon, my friend.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me again. I'll get to the studio. We always say we're going to do that. We got to do that.
Oh, I would love that. Thanks, Rob O'Neill. God bless and Godspeed to you.
If it's happening in New York, New Jersey, or Long Island, hear about it with Joe Piscopo. Mornings, 6 to 10 on AM 970. The Answer.